All right, date's the 30th of August, 2025. All right, we're going back to 2020. Now, the COVID pandemic, COVID vaccine came out in same year, 2020, but in December. So in March, it was named a pandemic, and the whole world was suffering, including myself. And the angels are telling me everything is going to be okay. We get through it. They also told me that I am going to suffer a little bit. And now the suffering I go through is the finances, because I'm still spending money and I'm not making it. And that's about 8 or 9 months. So I quickly ran through the money that I did save for this period and got myself in debt. So I wasn't really getting a lot of messages from people and stuff like that because of the fear that they had and things. And so that clammed them all up, and it didn't give me a lot. But I could see their auras. And what that did was help me see what's going to happen at the present, not the past, not the future. So the little bit of readings that I could do would just be present. And that's kind of not the greatest thing. You can tell them what's going to happen at the day. And that's, well, some people found it a little bit amazing, and some people says it's pretty useless to me. But anyway, it wasn't very good for me. It wasn't very good for anybody, and my abilities were very, very weak. And so the angels told me, they says, wait till they get a vaccine. And I says, they are going to get a vaccine. And they said, yes, and it's coming this year. And sure enough, in December, I think it was the 9th of December of 2020, they found a vaccine. And it was nationwide, countrywide, by 2014, massive vaccination to everybody. And they made it mandatory, in fact, for factory workers, school teachers, even the kids were getting it. Everybody was getting this vaccine. And that was around Christmas time of December the 14th, and it was just going nuts for the vaccine. And there was lineups everywhere. It was pretty wild. And sure enough, when this started happening, about a month later in 2021, I got my powers back. I got all my abilities back, that I could see things and do things and stuff like that. And that helped out a lot. But I was financially distraught. So I told the angel, I said, listen, you want me to do these stories, and which I've been procrastinating on and not doing them. I said, I'm going to need to get balanced out here, and I'm going to need a vehicle, because my vehicle was ruined after, years of neglect, a year and a half, 2 years, and I was driving it a lot. So you're going to have a vehicle that's not going to be working very well, and it was getting older, so I needed a new vehicle as well. And I needed my bills all paid. So the angel said they're going to send me a corporeal angel. This isn't usually a female. Usually can do things that nobody else can do. And I said, okay, that's great. When is it coming? And sure enough, I think it was around February, this young lady showed up. I'm not going to say who it is or anything. Got me a vehicle. Well, paid for a down payment on it, and I was able to make payments on it monthly. I still have it. And she also paid off all my credit cards, all my bills. And at the time, I was good, everything happy and all that. But I had to move from my sister's place, which she's the youngest one, back to the farm where I was originally 3 years ago. And they said that the person that's going to help me with doing these stories is going to show up, and you're going to know who he is. It's going to be a male. It's going to be someone that I know, and someone that has asked me before. Now, there's only 3 people in my life that have asked me to, well, there is other people that have asked me, but 3 that have been serious about it, about doing a story of these things that I do. And I said, well, it's got to be about God. And they said, that's no problem, as long as you tell the story. And I said, okay. And it's one of those 3 people. Now, as far as I know, one of those 3 people have passed away. The second person came and visited me at the farm, but I wasn't here. The third person has visited me a lot, and I think it's him. And so I picked him to help me with the videos, and he's helping me. At first, I didn't even know there were going to be videos. I thought I was going to maybe do an audio book or something, or I don't know. God just wants these stories told. He doesn't care how they're told, but they got to be told. Because it's about him. It's not about me. It's about all the miracles he can do and things that he can do, not what I can do. I'm just a messenger. What do you call it? A person that does what he asks of him. I won't do anything bad, though. I told him that. I said, just take my life if you're going to ask me to do something bad, because I'm not doing that. But anyway, that's it for today. And we're at 2021. So, I'm getting there. And that's exactly what he wants me to catch up to 2025 and this date. Well, the next week date or the next week date, but to catch up. And that's what I'm trying to do. All right. So everybody in 2021 is taking the vaccine. It's mandatory. Everybody's getting better. My abilities come back 100%. And I start doing readings again. Still not as good because you needed 2 vaccines, and you needed to get them done within 3 to 6 months of each other or something like that. And actually, they're still doing the vaccines today for COVID-19. But I got my 2 vaccine dosage at the time that I needed to get them done, and that's all I got done. That's it. Talk to you later. Birdy signing off.